Where y'all at?
We are a little crispy. Anyways, wow, I have not been on my channel in some months. It is March 30th, a Thursday. We're about to get ready and I'm about to spill the tea as to why I've been gone for months off this platform. Give y'all a little life update, what I've been up to, why I've been gone for so long. I'm just, you know, catch up with y'all, let y'all know what I have been up to. I'm looking at myself in the mirror right now because every time I get my lashes done, this one's always fuller than the other. And I don't know if it's just because of how many lashes I have on each one or the eye shape or whatever, but it happens almost every time I get lashes. Like, it's not just like from this one lash artist I go to right now. It literally always happens. Yeah, I really can't complain if I'm, you know, experiencing it with every time I get my lashes done. First of all, we're gonna slick back my hair today. I want to take myself out to eat, so I kind of want to get a little bit cute, and then I'm going to the gym later, but we're not worried about that right now. I'm actually very sore from yesterday's workout. I did a chest and shoulder workout. Oh my gosh, literally so exhausting. I'm at the point of the year where like I really start kicking my butt in the gym because of summer coming around the corner. It's not even just that, but usually as the weather gets warmer, my workouts tend to get better. I used to think it was the opposite for me, where like when it's cold I have good workouts because, you know, like I'm all comfy in my sweats and it's like nobody really be up there for real. But really it's the opposite. Like in the summer when I be going to the gym, I don't mind sweating that hard because of the fact that it's literally hot outside anyways, so you're gonna sweat regardless where you're at, especially because of the fact that I live in Texas. I don't know why I can't perfect this part right now. That's good enough. To continue on with about myself, I feel like what I mainly want to talk about as to why I was absent for so long is my mental health, because I feel like that's a big factor as to why I've been absent, not only on YouTube but a lot of different things in my life. Coming to a new school definitely, I don't want to say humbled me, but it opened my eyes as to what I need to do to get to where I want to be in the future. Where my head is at right now, I am not sure if going to school like how I am right now is going to get me to where I need to be, and here's my reasoning. So as I stated before, if y'all have been on my channel before, y'all would know that I was a bio major like back in the day, and then I switched out around this time last year because the difficulty was too much. I feel like the passion was not there for me to go through all the like hard steady hours and just loads of homework and labs and all that. I feel like my passion was not strong enough for me to put myself through that, and that's kind of where I'm at with school. And the reason why I feel like I feel this way is because of the fact that I am in this headspace where I have no idea like why I am going to college to study something when I'm not even going to really need the degree with what I want to do in my future, which is content creating full-time. So I'm not saying that a degree wouldn't help, because like I said before, it never hurts to get a degree. It never hurts to get a degree. It's always good to have one. Like, it doesn't hurt to have one. But my issue is going out getting this degree when it's literally a health communications degree that has nothing to do with what I want to do content creating wise. Like, me doing this is causing me to lose focus as well as opportunities for my content creating. Why am I getting a call?
Call from 156155604.
Anyways, it is interfering with me being able to progress with my content creating career. That's basically where I'm trying to get at. I haven't made any sort of progression like since I've gotten here with my content creating, because I've been so stressed out by school, and let alone it's very hard for me to focus in school because of the fact that I have a very low attention span. It's very slow paced for me, like as in like understanding things. I understand it at a much more slower pace than other people, and I've kind of accepted that, but I can really only deal with that barrier when I am working towards something that I know I'm passionate about and that I know I want to do in my future. To translate that, I'm basically saying I can get stressed out by editing a video, or my video not being up on time, or me just having malfunctions, or me having to film. Like, I'd rather be under the stress of that because I can handle it, because of the fact that it's something I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm dealing with the stress of school, that is a whole different ball game. I literally will just shut down and I won't want to deal with it, because I'm like, this literally has nothing to do with what I want to do in my future. It's making me not want to put any effort towards it because of the fact that I know that I don't need to be doing this at the moment. You know what I'm saying? What really affected my mental health school-wise, besides that, was going from a part-time student that was completely online to full-time, going to Houston last semester, and then like all my classes are in person. I mean, they're not in person this semester, I only have one in person, but like all of mine were last semester except one, I think, and that was terrible. And then that experience, specifically my first semester experience, made me realize that I might have ADHD. Like, I'm not freaking trying to self-diagnose, obviously. With the pattern I see of me not being able to focus in school, and then like how my attention span is, and just other factors, I definitely want to look into if that is something I may be diagnosed with. But if that is true and that is what I've been dealing with, it can explain a lot as to why I'm not performing in school like I want to. So yeah, I think the stress of not being able to balance a social life, my academics, content creating, self-care, the gym, like being able to balance that is very hard. I couldn't get to a level ground of how to do that. Literally the most irritating thing in the world. It really sucked. I had so many breakdowns about it. You just feel stuck. Like when you're in a situation like this, you don't really know what to do, and also you're kind of scared of what to do, if that makes sense. Like, you're kind of scared to make a big change that could possibly better your future. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is at right now. I just feel like I need to spend this summer specifically figuring out my pathway that I want to take, because I feel like I'm kind of just jumping from different things, and I'm not really just sitting down and being stagnant for a second and like asking myself, okay, like how do I want to go about this? I'm kind of just like jumping from different things. Like, I went to one school in New York, then I did school at home for a little bit, and then I went immediately to another 4-year institution. So I'm kind of just not really giving myself the headspace to sit and just think, like, let alone I was also doing school in the summer. I just really want to relax, calm down, and give myself the time to figure things out and see if maybe school is one of those things that is not realistic with what I want to do and the lifestyle I want to live. Like, it's not something that will push me in the right direction. Not saying going to school is bad, like I said, but it has been the reason I've stepped away from YouTube, because I've been so stressed out about it. I'm not able to focus on my real career I want to focus on, which is doing this, which is breaking my heart, because I'm spending all this time here when I could be growing my platform and, you know, making videos for you guys and all that. So that's kind of where it's hitting home, that I can't truly do what I want to do because of the fact that I'm at school. So that's why my mental health has kind of been all over the place. Every individual person on this earth has their own pathway. Nobody's pathway is going to be the same wherever you go. Nobody's gonna have the same journey as you, and I feel like once you come to terms with that, you won't feel so guilty for doing things for yourself. That's another thing. Like, I want to do stuff for myself, not for the sole purpose of like pleasing my family or others that I care about, because that has gotten me nowhere. That has literally gotten me nowhere, and I'm realizing that heavy this year, that just doing things to please others or to make others happy, you never really end up happy at the end of the day. Be more selfish and more strict with myself about my future. Anyways, doing a slick back like fresh off an arm date is literal torture. But yeah, I feel like now I'm kind of at a spot where I can pick up the camera, talk to the camera, be myself, be happy with what I'm doing, not feel miserable filming, because I would literally try to film in the past, like this whole time I've been gone, I would literally try to pick up the camera and film, or I would film something, edit it, and I would hate it, or I would like film and then I would be like, I don't like how I look on camera. Like I would just be so extra critical because the fact that I was just so stressed out, and I was like, the last thing I want right now is another responsibility to deal with how stressed I am, because I know that if I'm like editing a video stressed, or if I'm filming one, it's not gonna come out like I want it to. My mental's not there, and I won't be putting full effort into how the video comes out. When I realized that I was getting to that point, I didn't want to pick up the camera, because that wouldn't be fair to me or y'all for me to be only putting in 50% for my videos. Wow, why is my freaking sweatshirt is so wet right here? But anyways, where was I going with this? I kind of want to talk about my relationship life, because Spam knows that I was a little bit open about it on there back in the day. I kind of want to talk about how my relationship life has been going, because y'all know, if y'all have been on here, that I got out of a relationship April of last year, so it's been almost a year. I've gotten out of that relationship and I have been fine. I feel like I've been pretty strong handling that one. And I have gotten to know like other people since. I was getting to know somebody. It ended up not working out because our values just didn't match. Boundaries weren't really discussed in the beginning. We were just at different maturity levels, so it just eventually, you know, clashed and it just didn't work out. But this is why I always tell people, please glorify the talking stage. I'm not saying stay in it forever, because I don't think you should stay in any sort of talking or getting to know stage for more than 3 months. If you are in that hole for more than 3 months, you need to dip. Like, they should know if they want to cuff you by then. They should know if they want to cuff you by like the first day to the first week of knowing you. We're gonna start on the makeup now, just to let y'all know. But yeah, glorify the talking stage. Like when you are talking to somebody, you are actually trying to get to know them. And it's not like you are just talking every day and it's just very small talk. Go into things with quality over quantity. When I was growing up, and I'm pretty sure this was a lot of teenagers, middle schoolers, high schoolers, I liked to text my person like a lot throughout the day. Like if I was in a relationship, I would want to talk to you like a lot. I realized as I got older, like it doesn't give you anything to talk about. Like literally, you run out of things to talk about, you start to get bored. You don't really have any more excitement, I guess you could say. But yeah, once I figured out like how unhealthy that was, I started training myself to not settle down for talking to someone all day every day. It does take a lot of self-control, especially if you have like an anxious attachment style. I don't need to be thinking about what the other person is thinking. Like what's their business, what's in their head is in their head. Like I shouldn't be trying to figure out what's in their head 24/7 and analyze what they're doing, because that's just stressing me out and causing me to get more anxious for no reason. You know, like if a person's texting me, I'll literally text you when you text me, but I'm not going to be so available to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like at least off the bat, when you're first getting to know someone, they do not owe you a text back. They do not owe you attention all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of something I had to take as a hard pill to swallow. Just because you're available doesn't mean they are, and just because you like them in a certain way doesn't mean that they like you in the same way either. So that's why I kind of, especially when I'm first meeting someone, like I haven't talked to somebody prior and I'm first meeting them, I always kind of just try to feel the vibe out. Like if I can just feel that you're not really into me when I'm around you, or it's not mutual, then obviously like I'm just gonna like kind of just act very cordial and laid back and chill. There's a difference between not being interested and just being shy, but I feel like I can pick that up. Like when I'm first meeting a guy, because this happened recently, but when I'm first meeting a guy, oh my god, y'all, I'm very bubbly, like y'all know this, but like when I get in front of a guy in person, I will literally be so freaking shy, like the quietest person, I swear. I don't know why I work like that, but I just get so quiet. I get so quiet because I get so nervous, and I like that feeling. Like I like the feeling of getting nervous around a guy, but sometimes it gets overwhelming where you like feel sick. Speaking of, I actually went on a date this past weekend, well like last weekend. It was really good. It was very good. This is my second time seeing this person. But like the first time I saw them, it was like I met them, so it wasn't like I was talking to them prior where it should have been a first date scenario. Didn't even know I was going on a date. It was a surprise. It was very nice, planned out. Once you experience a guy treating you like how you're supposed to be treated, then you don't want to go back. Like you refuse to have anything less. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like once those standards are met, you're not going back. Like you're not. It'll literally become an ick. Like if somebody doesn't do what your standards are and somebody has done them for you previously, or not even, but just having them, like it's gonna eventually become an ick. As you become more mature, at least, you're gonna be able to leave like when red flags are shown much more faster, because you'll kind of have that strength built up. But yeah, I'm just putting concealer on. This is the Too Faced Born This Way. It's pretty light. Like I would usually use this as an under eye, but I've been using it around my face more because I like the feeling of concealer on my face, like as a full face, rather than foundation. Foundation is like for, you know, really special occasions. I have noticed that like my routine specifically, it gives me a very yellow goldish tone, and sometimes it can be overwhelming, so I don't really know how to fix that. I don't know if that's like a makeup fix, or if it's strictly like the products I'm using and I need to get more neutral ones, because my undertone like in my face is like red, but it's also like golden. But yeah, I feel like when you are in a talking stage, getting to know someone, cool, whatever, make sure that one, y'all's values align, two, your boundaries are respected, and three, they are okay with like your non-negotiables, you know what I'm saying? If neither of those are respected, it's not gonna work. Tell y'all now, it's not gonna work. Y'all don't have to have the same exact boundaries. It's obviously every person likes and dislikes different things, but as long as y'all respect them of one another, that's exactly how it should be. My eyebrow gel, I think it's been sucking lately because I've been almost out and I've been literally scraping it out of the jar, but this one on my left is like low-key lifting up. This last time I went and got my eyebrows done, she kind of made them thin. So as far as relationships, I am very much chill compared to like in the past. When I've had failed talking stages since my last relationship, I just let it go. Like as in like, I don't try to go back. I don't try to beg for the person. I don't try to ask myself why. I just, you know, keep it pushing. You're gonna run into some bad apples when, you know, you're trying to achieve a serious relationship with somebody. Like you're gonna run into bad people, obviously, and people that aren't meant for you. It's just a part of the process. That's kind of what I look at it as. Now there are some things you can do to at least decrease the amount of times that happens, but it's not just gonna completely go away. Like you can't go into loving people and like just being in relationships a fearful person, because you're just not gonna be able to really completely open up when getting to know somebody. And you can also self-sabotage. Like there's just so many things that aren't good that you can do if you are not at least making an effort in relationships and you're not healed. I feel like people forget to understand this too. It is normal for you to, at least in the early stages of like getting over someone or like talking to new people after a previous relationship, it's normal to compare it in a way to your past relationship, because obviously when you're getting out there and you are meeting new people, you're not just gonna completely get over that previous person overnight. Like it doesn't mean you miss the person, you're just gonna think about them because, you know, you're basically doing what you were doing with the previous person all over again with somebody else at literally square one. So you're gonna be like, dang, like I'm back at this again. Now if you're thinking about it all the time, that's a problem. You're not ready to be dating. At least like the first time, it's normal for you to, you know, reflect on that before you go on a date or when you are on a date. I know that I'm in a good situation when I'm on a date with somebody and I do not think about the previous person at all. I I don't know why I got so deep into freaking relationship advice. I just have grown a lot, and literally my friends have told me that, like, relationship wise, that I have grown so much and I handle shit like with so much more peace than I used to, because I'm just like, I'm not the type that's just gonna argue with you back and forth. If I feel like you're toxic and I feel like you are gonna mess up my peace and you just want to leave, like, that's cool, like, bye, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna like beg you to enjoy my presence, because if you don't, shoot, bye, somebody else will. You gotta think about it like that as well. Like, somebody else will appreciate what you do for them, how you look, how you dress, do certain little things. Somebody's gonna appreciate that one day. Summer is around the corner, so I kind of just want to talk about that as I'm wrapping up my makeup, because I don't have much left. Spring break has already happened. Spring break, I literally did nothing. I went to the crib and I was inside majority of the time. I don't know if it's my hands or my skin, but something is very soft and I don't want to keep touching my face. Well, I'm about to get out of school. When I get out of school, I'm gonna be working back at my summer job that I was working from like last January till I went to Houston. I'm gonna go back to working there. I did work at a location up here, but I stopped working at the one up here just because I wasn't really getting enough hours. There was a lot of changes going on. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. And then one of the first weeks of May, I am going to Disney World. I'm going with my family. We always go like almost every year. We didn't go last year. I'm very excited. My parents love Florida. We always go all out. Like, if we're going to a vacation spot and it's Florida, we always go all out, like, when we go there, and we do a lot of fun things. You know, we're gonna be going to Disney World, some beaches. I think we're going to Universal one day, so it should be very fun. Ooh, I like how this looks, low key. I hope it looks good on my phone. I always check my phone to see how it looks. Ooh, I don't like. I hate doing my makeup when my lashes like aren't full, but it's fine. But yeah, literally going there soon, so I'm excited. That's why I gotta, you know, get right in the gym. And my birthday is June 12th, so that's coming up. No idea what I'm doing on my actual birthday, but I know that me and Lena are gonna be going to New York again as part of my birthday shenanigans. Haven't picked a weekend yet, but it's probably gonna be the same thing, like where we go like a couple weeks after my birthday. But I think we're gonna try to go a week this time. Probably gonna stay in a different area, like one of these areas that we visited and liked. I think we're gonna stay there instead. Yeah, that's a little update. Also, my hair is dark. The last time y'all saw me, my hair was in blonde highlights. I went dark because this literally always happens where fall time is approaching and I'm like, dang, I kind of like the dark look, and I go dark and I convince myself that I'm sick of blonde and I can't deal with the maintenance, and now I want it again because summer's coming up and everybody's like, oh my god, like, I loved the blonde on you. I can admit that summer I love blonde on me because it's just so pretty and you can see the definition of the curls. The dark is cute. I love the dark because I feel like it makes my eyes pop. I don't know. I'm really tempted to go blonde for the summer. Like maybe before my trip to Disney. Oh my god, that's actually soon if I do that. There's just so much I have not told y'all, but I started getting Brazilians again. Literally, I got one 2-3 weeks ago. Summer's coming up and I'm kind of tired of the darkness, the ingrowns, just all that. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go back and get Brazilian. I went to European Wax Center this time instead of going to like the other lady I went to in my video that I filmed, just because it's a little bit more convenient. The pain did hurt. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it did hurt, but it wasn't as bad as the first time. It still was pretty painful because I kind of overgrew my hair and I didn't grow it like at the length, and I didn't know because obviously I was just growing it. The longer you grow it, the more it's gonna hurt, and I didn't really know that, and I kind of figured that was gonna happen because I was already getting pain from the friction of having it that long. Yeah, it wasn't that bad though. It wasn't as bad as the first time, but I decided like I'm just gonna go back and stick to that because I won't have to deal with all these different issues. I really want to wear like one of my little zip up jackets, but they're dirty, like one of my little BBL jackets, and I wear those like all the time. Like, I abuse those jackets. I think we're gonna wear some leggings. I have on these like freaking Playboy pants right now. I literally have these on. I can't go out like this. Sweatshirt I can low-key keep. I should low-key keep the sweatshirt on. I think I might just change the pants. Okay, I'm back. So I put these black Nike leggings on. And then I went ahead and took out some gym clothes because I'm gonna just put those in like my gym bag and then change when I get there, because there's no point in coming back here and then changing and then going back out. That would literally just be wasting gas. So I'll probably go just whenever I'm done eating. But anyways, yeah, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed catching up with me. I'm not going to do that to y'all again. I'm here and I'm present, and I can't wait to show you guys what I have cooking up for these upcoming videos. For now, I will see y'all in my next one. Bye y'all.